What's up, everyone? Mr. NoobTube Gamer, giving you guys another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 gameplay commentary. Today we're playing Team Deathmatch on launch, and I think today's video is going to be a very interesting conversation because we're going to be talking about TTK, or Time to Kill, in Call of Duty. If you're not familiar with Time to Kill, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's how much time does it take to kill an enemy. And it can be confusing when we're having this conversation because people have so many different ways to describe TTK. Like when I say slow time to kill, other people say long time to kill, or high time to kill. Also, when I say fast time to kill, some people say short time to kill, others say low time to kill. Yeah, for some reason, we have 3 different ways to describe the same fucking thing, so it can get confusing sometimes. But overall, it's a pretty easy concept to understand. You have games like Insurgency, Squad, and a lot of these milsim games that's supposed to be realistic. So, in order to be realistic, guns have a very fast time to kill, where you can kill an enemy in like 2 shots, because that's what happens in a real combat situation. Unless you're Stevie Wonder, it's not going to take half a magazine clip to kill one enemy. So that's why every single milsim game, realistic game, has a faster time to kill because it's more reflective of reality. And it works for Battlefield because you have these really big maps, very long-range engagements. Having a very slow time to kill, it would play like shit. And we know that because Battlefield 5, remember in the middle of that game's life cycle, they tried to make the TTK slower? Everyone hated that, including the most loyal Battlefield fans. They quit that shit, and it was so bad that DICE had to reverse that change and make the TTK fast again. So, Battlefield is another game that's known for its very fast time to kill. But then on the other side of the coin, you have games like Halo with a very slow time to kill, where it takes a lot more bullets to kill one enemy compared to games like Insurgency, Battlefield, and other games that are known for having a faster TTK. But the reason why I want to focus most of this commentary on TTK in Call of Duty is because COD is a very interesting case. I feel like in all the other games I described, like Halo, Battlefield, Insurgency, the way the gameplay is presented, it works very well for the time to kill that the developers have. Like, I never hear anybody saying that Battlefield needs a slow time to kill, or that Halo, or Quake, or any arena shooter needs a fast time to kill. But with Call of Duty, the conversation gets a lot more interesting because there's no real consensus in the community as to what is better, a slow or fast time to kill. Because what happens in Call of Duty is that you have new game every single year, but they're worked on by 3 separate studios: Sledgehammer, Treyarch, and Infinity Ward. And despite the common criticism that Call of Duty gets that, oh, it's just the same game every year, each developer has their own style of Call of Duty game that differs from the other, including time to kill. So Treyarch tends to have a slower time to kill, while Infinity Ward is faster, and Sledgehammer is usually somewhere in the middle. Like Advanced Warfare and World War II weren't very fast, but also weren't that slow. I did a poll last week asking you guys, what do you prefer in an FPS game, slow time to kill or fast time to kill? And 69% of you did say that you prefer a faster time to kill, but I did say FPS games in general, not Call of Duty. I didn't realize that I want to focus this whole video on COD before I made the poll. So that's my bad. But, I have different people from different games that come to my channel. There are Battlefield fans that like my Battlefield content. There are Halo fans that like my Halo videos. So it wasn't just COD players that voted in that poll. But in the COD community, there's definitely no consensus as to which TTK is the best, because on one hand, you have games like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2019. I was also going to say COD 4, but the time to kill, it's very hard to describe because you got Juggernaut and Stopping Power. So the TTK in COD 4 can be slow or fast depending on which players have which perks. But in general, all the Modern Warfare games are known for having a fast time to kill. The weapons in those games are much more lethal, and it takes much less time to kill your enemies than in Treyarch games like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and of course Black Ops 4, which is the most extreme example in the COD series of having a very slow TTK. But when you think of games like Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2, I always hear about those games being the greatest CODs ever made. Like, if people make a top 5 list of the best CODs of all time, Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2 are always on the top of the list. But if you ever played those 2 games before, they're completely different. I mean, they're both Call of Duty. They have perks and they have similar progression and all that, but those 2 games also have a lot of very notable differences, including map design. The maps are completely different in general between Infinity Ward and Treyarch. The maps that we get from Treyarch tend to be more straightforward 3-lane maps that are very easy to learn and understand, while Modern Warfare and Infinity Ward, the maps are a lot more messy and complex. And if you guys want, I'll make a video comparing the map design between Infinity Ward and Treyarch and which I prefer, because I think that would also be a very interesting conversation to have. But as far as time to kill goes, that's another big difference between Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 has a much slower TTK than any Infinity Ward game. Never mind Modern Warfare 2, because Modern Warfare 2, that was a very special game with very questionable balancing decisions, like death streaks, danger close, one-man army noob tubes, long-range shotguns, you know, so the time to kill, of course it's very fast, but that's also because that game was a total mess. A fun mess, but still a mess. But you get the point I'm trying to make. Treyarch games have a much slower time to kill, and it takes much longer to kill enemies than in Infinity Ward games. And Sledgehammer's just kind of hanging in the middle. But you notice with Call of Duty, you have a lot of Infinity Ward fans that are like, oh my god, the fast time to kill is the best, and Infinity Ward makes the best CODs. But then you have at least just as many people that think that Treyarch makes the best CODs, and the slow time to kill is much better. And of course, people are free to have their own preferences. They could say whatever they want about Infinity Ward being better, or whatever time to kill being better. But what really annoys me is when you have the Treyarch fans that go over to Infinity Ward, or especially the Infinity Ward fans that shit on Cold War, saying that Cold War sucks because it's not realistic. It doesn't have realistic gunplay like Modern Warfare. It doesn't have a fast time to kill like Modern Warfare. And because it doesn't play like Modern Warfare, then that means Cold War is automatically shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I hate Cold War. I made so many videos about how much I hate Cold War, but the time to kill has nothing to do with it. Same thing with Modern Warfare. I think Modern Warfare is actually the worst COD ever made, but that has nothing to do with the time to kill. Me personally, I actually find it very refreshing that you have variety in how the games play. Some of them have a fast TTK, others are slow, and I like both of them in different ways. Like, I like having a fast TTK in some games, because when enemies die faster, it means you can kill more enemies at once, and you're not going to be in a situation like in Black Ops 4, where the time to kill is so slow that sometimes it takes a full magazine clip just to kill one enemy. So if there are 2 or 3 of them, good fucking luck, right? But to be fair, with Black Ops 4's longer time to kill, it does make gunfights a lot more interesting and intense, especially combined with the manual healing, where you could be super low on health, but you can slide out of the way, do the manual healing, get right back into it with full health, and actually win the gunfight, even though you had it lost just a few seconds ago when you were down to like 20-10 health. I've said this multiple times. I think Black Ops 4 is one of the most underrated games in Call of Duty history. I love everything they did between the very slow time to kill, the fast movement, and manual healing. I think that the gunplay in Black Ops 4 was very interesting, and it was a nice breath of fresh air. You know, it's something we've never really seen before. But at the same time, I don't want every fucking COD game to play exactly like Black Ops 4. Or the Black Ops series in general. I like it that you have variety, even though I'm someone that actually prefers a slower TTK in Call of Duty overall, because I like having more time to react. I hate getting shot from behind and from the side. The slower TTK actually gives me time to fight back and do something about that, instead of just, no, I just get shot from behind and that's it. I hate that. And I've also noticed that FPS games in general that have a faster time to kill, there tends to be more camping, and the overall gameplay is actually slower, even though the TTK is fast. Well, that just encourages people to not rush the game and to camp certain spots because they don't want to go out there and get melted instantly. So I think overall, slow TTK is much better in Call of Duty, but I also like having different games having a different feel to them. I love Modern Warfare 2, I love Black Ops 2, I love Call of Duty World War 2, but if every single game in COD history played exactly the same, like if every game was just COD World War 2 or Black Ops 2, I would love Call of Duty a lot less. Because what keeps me going is that variety. You notice that I play so many different Call of Duty games on my channel. That's because I get so bored so easily just playing one game over and over and over again. So yeah, while I do think a slower TTK is better in a game like COD, I think if you're gonna do the yearly cycle, you should have some games that have a fast TTK and play a bit differently, so that the series doesn't get stale. And you also have people that disagree with me and think that fast TTK is better, so you don't want to alienate those people, right? You also don't want to alienate players that prefer slow TTK. So COD should just remain diverse, have different games with different play styles, and that's the best way to do it. But that's all I got for today. I think this was a very interesting video to make. I had a lot of fun making it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it. And be sure to let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with anything that I said in the video. I always love reading your comments. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.